Alright, so it is the morning now. I've already been up and about, but I had to do a coffee run for my wife and stuff like that. I believe in the other video we did determine that I'm on the 12th floor, now I'm on the 10th. I believe that I explained, turn my phone around here, that I explained that I left the knife there on those steps where they're trying to do that ramen shit. But I did see last night that it was still there. So now I'm gonna go try to sort of get past those stanchion things, or the guardrail things there, and go grab that fucking knife. At least grab the knife so that it doesn't call attention to the little crack that has ramen shoved into it. And then, just sort of determine what to do after that, I guess, really. We shall see. May or may not work, so. But things are definitely, in contrast to last night or whatever, like things are starting to get in like full swing now. So a lot more hustle and bustle. Oh, dude, would have been so perfect last night at like 2 or 1:30. Like I was off by about like 15 fucking minutes last night. It would not have taken me that long to like sand it all down real quick and just throw up like a real basic gray. Whatever. Just deal with it. But it would be cool to be able to see through to completion. Like I believe I said in the other video, I will attempt to speak to somebody who is there and determine whether or not I can get like some sort of, it's not going to be exactly permission, because I doubt like anybody over there is going to be like, oh yeah, go ahead, it's like fucking vandalize this shit, because it would be paint. But only thing that I would be painting would be the ramen. It's not like I would be painting the actual cement, and then even if I did, it's just a little bit of acrylic paint, so it's not going to be that big a deal, because it'll just come off super easily. So we'll just have to determine what we're going to do once we get a better look at what's going on. Ideally, at least be able to retrieve the knife that's like sitting up there, so we will see. Gorgeous day, overcasty, but still nice. So we are about to roll up on those stairs. Walking through the bike lane like an asshole. Whoops. So it'll be interesting to see whether or not they already just like have somebody posting up like hardcore. And then either way we can like walk past the adult swim on the green area and see that in the daylight, because you couldn't really see any of that shit last night, and it was all through the kaleidoscope anyway, so see what it looks like now in the light of day. Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe like just like as I'm looking at it now, it's up there. Maybe I can zoom in here. That's where the stairs are. So maybe I'll be able to, it's not that high up there, so I might be able to just sit there and, get a shot of the harbor and just sort of have that be my, reason for fucking sitting there. But like I said, it'll all depend on what it looked like. Yeah, it's crazy, like how I mean, you know, it's like a cool view anyway of just steps. Like architecturally, steps are cool, but that it is what it is right now is just kind of funny. So you can see, I'll try to zoom in. There's the ramen. There's my knife that I left there. So I definitely want to retrieve that. And if while I'm up there I'm able to like sit there and sand something, then that'll be cool. But we will see. You know, I think that I can sort of, just like on the pretense of getting a good shot, be like, well, you know, it's not in full swing yet. This is all just here in preparation, you know what I mean? So I think that if I just get over, oh shit, then I could just probably sit up here, post up, smoke a cigarette, and yeah, so there's the fucking ramen. So fucking funny. There's my knife that was just sitting there. And so I'm gonna sit here and just sort of film the harbor. And as I'm doing that, scrape off, scraping off and cutting through some of this ramen to just get it flat and flush up against the action here. Yeah, it's just gonna be too hard with just the knife, so I think I will need to like get an actual. They didn't have any actual sandpaper when I was like getting the glue, the Gorilla Glue or whatever. I had gone to like the hardware-y type section over there at the Ralph's that I went to. Just gonna periodically like always pull the camera up to take this shot, you know what I mean? I am going to smoke a cigarette. I'm going to grab that emery board thing. This thing. So grab the emery board and then just sort of keep that in my hand and attempt to just like nonchalant as I'm standing here, or sitting rather, see what the emery board will actually do. If it's, because I think it's pretty fine because it's for filing like fake fucking nails. So I don't think that it's gonna be so coarse that it's gonna make what needs to happen necessarily. But you know, maybe. Well, you know, maybe. I think the better bet is gonna be like coarse sandpaper. If we can sort of flatten out this top part though, because obviously I don't want this to be like a hazard for people who are, yeah, see how it's already just, oh, fucking camera pointed the wrong direction. See how it's already just eating up the emery board? I only did that for a teeny little bit and it's barely made a dent in it, so it will require like legit sandpaper. I'll try to like chip away at some of it with this fucking knife, but I don't think that it's gonna be as effective as it actually needs to be, so we will attempt to get some legit sandpaper. Dude, I almost packed legit sandpaper just because I was thinking for what I needed to do that it wasn't going to be quite enough. Just clean this up too so that once there are people over here, they aren't gonna, it's not going to call as much attention to it. It'll look like somebody threw up, really, so nobody's going to want to fucking touch it. But as you can see here, it's like this nice, just too fucking weak. Oh, maybe if we could do that, if we could get it right underneath right at the level of the concrete, it's still just not going to be, the most effective way is going to be coarse sandpaper, because the coarse sandpaper will like blow through it, and I could just like, you know, sit fucking with one hand filming and the other hand fucking just sanding. So I think that's unfortunately what's gonna have to happen. And then I think that what I'll do is when I make lunch for the kids, we will bring it up here to eat. And while we sit here eating, I could just be painting. So it is gonna take getting the sandpaper from somewhere. And to be honest, I saw none at that Ralph's, so I will take a closer look, like go back. But you know what? I'm just gonna, since I'm smoking a cigarette anyway, just use this time to sort of try and whittle away at this with the knife. It's just so fucking flimsy, and the super glue is so super that it's just not gonna do what I need. Maybe if I like shave it across, even that, yeah, it's good. It's just gonna require sandpaper, so I guess this will be it for right now, sort of. And then I'm gonna go get some coarser sandpaper. And blow all that shit away, like I said, to you can see it all, to just sort of make it a little bit more nondescript and less likely to be seen as like, oh, look at this big fucking chunk of ramen, let's try to kick it out, sort of thing. So there it is. We'll try and come back to it. I really hope we're able to finish it or whatever, because it would just be so cool. Why is my shit all fucking... Alright, there we go. Yeah, so I mean, it's just a little spot, but if we could paint it all to look just right, like you can see in there like the rocks in the concrete and shit. So if we can like sand that all down, we'll be able to like actually paint rocks in there and shit, which will be super cool. So I am heartened now, because it looks like they are just like blocking this off. So for today, we should be able to sort of just come back and do what we need to do. So I will make my way over to Ralph's and determine whether or not I can get some legit sandpaper. Another option will be maybe asking at the hotel. So I'm going to stop this video, give you one more shot of like the marina area here, and I will resume recording shortly. All right.